Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm part of the Oceans of Connections team. We looked at strategies for business recovery post-pandemic. In my research, I learned that a majority of countries are having trouble adjusting to the new normal and aren't allocating resources to prepare for tomorrow. These countries refuse to shift their old political philosophies to become socially and environmentally sustainable. The World Tourism Organization, or UNWTO, is the United Nations agency that promotes responsible, sustainable tourism. They have developed strategies to lessen the socio-economic impact of COVID-19 and help recover tourism. One of their strategies is preparing for tomorrow, which includes preparing for future crisis, investing in human capital, and having sustainable plans in place at the governmental level that would quicken recovery for the next economic implosion. Because what the pandemic has shown us is that it's not if the next crisis will hit, but when. Will our economic system be ready? Most countries tend to focus on local and short-term tactics for restarting tourism instead of the sustainable strategies proposed. Countries that aren't complying don't want to because it means making a major shift in political philosophy and distributing the current power structure. On top of that, many politicians are heavily influenced by corporations who have the power and resource to contribute campaign donations to keep these politicians in office. This alone is a major problem many countries have experienced throughout history, and more so in today's volatile political climate. We must combat this. Policy needs to be created so there is a limit on the influence of the few, so the many become empowered. This way of thinking is short-sighted because the future of tourism seems hopeful. The future, according to the UNWTO, is tourism that involves rural development in the form of rural tourism. This initiative, started in 2021, promotes approaches transform tourism in rural destinations that contribute to established sustainable development goals. Rural tourism depends on the natural environment, architecture, culture, and other resources in rural areas, and expands and develops projects in these areas. In fact, UNWTO has launched an initiative called Best Tourism Villages, and UNWTO is going to have a global center for rural development of tourism. Here's a quick video that gives a quick look what they're up to. The next time you travel, I think it would be great to be mindful of where you spend your time and money. From my experience, the best travel is when you dig beyond the surface level and go to the small towns that have hidden attractions and be much more welcoming than the big city. Thank you.
Ali Hamukuytan Koykichi.
Hepinizi bekliyoruz.
여러분 모두를 환영합니다.
Welcome!
欢迎来到
Tiene migliori villaggi turistici.
Bienvenido a los mejores pueblos turísticos.